All right, everybody. It's Susie Q96. Um, I don't know how long I can stay on here. I am on the side of the road. My car. I think this is the end of my car. I was on my way home from my medical procedures today and driving down Interstate 81 towards Withville, Virginia. And all of a sudden, I got a vibration, and I turned on my flashers and was trying to get over to the side of the road, and something broke in the front end. And we have no idea where my left front wheel and tire are. They have they broke off the car, and even the state trooper went back and looked. He could not find them. So now I am sitting here. My road service will only tow me 15 miles. And uh, I'm sorry, I know I have my mask on, but there's a reason for that. Um, they will only tow me 15 miles. And I am about 60 miles from home. So my mechanic called one of his wrecker guys, and he's going to tow it all the way back to Galax to my mechanic, but that's going to cost me $150. Oh, yippee. So anyway, I'm just sitting out here on the side of the road waiting. There's nothing I can do. Uh, Fortunately, I grabbed a hamburger after I left the doctor's, so I have had food. I have beverages. I had stopped at Aldi and bought a few groceries, so I have things to eat. I have a hoodie. So you know, I even have toilet paper if I need to run off into the woods. uh, but anyway, here I am. This is going to change everything that I do from now on because I no longer have a car. And this is, let me see, 2 years ago when Tommy died, I had something break in the same part of the front end. And some mechanics down in Tampa, Florida, charged me, I'm going to say, about $1,400 to fix it. And so I don't think they fixed it because here I am. I am trying not to just sit here and cry because I know that won't do me any good. But uh, mostly the reason I'm doing this is so that people will know where I am in case something happens and I don't show up where I'm supposed to be. So uh, it says there are 6 people here. I'd like to know who the other 4 are besides Janelle and Jesse. Um, Seriously, I am in big trouble. Hey, PD Sandigger. Uh, yeah, I got to pay this guy $150. So I guess I'm gonna have to take it out of the money that Muscle Shell sent me to go see my brother, because that's the only money I have. So uh, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cry. I really don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry. So anyway, I got to pay $150 for that, and then I'm going to have to try to find another car because I have 3 to 4 medical appointments every week. and I don't know how I'm going to do it. Uh, Victoria, I was on my way back from Christiansburg or Blacksburg, Virginia, where I had to go for CAT scan and some other tests. And I was on Interstate 81. All of a sudden, the front end of the car started shaking, and the entire driver's side front wheel and tire broke off the car. We have no idea where they went, but apparently they didn't hit anybody else's car because nobody came over and said, "Hey, lady, you tore up my car." And the sheriff went to look for it, and he couldn't find it. So he thinks it rolled down, one of these little ravines because I am up in the mountains. So thank God I used to drive race cars because I was able to get the car off the road without hurting myself or anybody else. But now I'm just sitting out here, and I'm probably going to be sitting out here for another hour or so while the guy with the wrecker uh, comes and gets me. But it would have cost me several $100s. Uh, we don't have a local council on aging, Victoria. Uh, I live in a little tiny town in the Appalachian Mountains in the Blue Ridge. Most of the people where I live don't even have shoes. Yeah, I'm on Social Security. I'm considered rich in this area. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna have to have. I have to have a car. It's not. It's not negotiable. It's not a negotiable thing because of all the different health issues I have. I end up having to go all over the state for treatment. Like I said, today I was in Blacksburg, which is about 70, 75 miles from where I live. Uh, Papa Giorgio, I have towing. They tow you 15 miles. I am 65 miles from home. I I live we This is a bizarre thing, Victoria. There are parts of Virginia that are independent cities. They are not part of any county at all. And I happen to live in one of those. I live in the independent city of Galax. Uh, oh, honey, I'm more than stuck. When the front wheel breaks off your car and goes down the interstate without you, you are stuck, baby. Oh my God. Uh, yeah, I used to have AAA RV when I had my RV, but but I don't now. You know, I'm poor. I am poor, and now I'm really poor. And it's a little bit scary where I'm sitting. I mean, I'm as far off the road as we could get me, but now it's getting dark. Uh, so yeah. Anyway, I'm always getting in trouble with people for some of the other channels are always saying, "Well, you're always asking for money, yada yada yada." Well, everybody's going to be really pissed off at me here now because I'm not asking for money now. I'm begging for money because I got to pay $150 cash to this guy just to come get me, which is 1/3 of what the other company wanted. They wanted $400. This guy's coming and towing me for 150 and taking me right to where my mechanic is. So I suppose that's good. But tomorrow I am gonna I'm gonna make a GoFundMe uh, to try to get another car. I don't think this one is worth fixing again. That front end has been worked on 2 or 3 times, and yet it did it again. So there's something inherently wrong with this car, and the car is 204 has 245,000 miles on it. Uh, Papa Giorgio, I live on $800 a month. That's my income, $800 a month, out of which I gotta pay my rent, my electric, my phone, my internet. Yeah, absolutely, you can send to PayPal. Uh, Mikey, you're a moderator. Can you make my PayPal thing come up? Because I'm in my car on my phone. I don't know how to do that stuff from here. Oh, goodness. Post comment. Maybe I can do it. Okay, my PayPal is 96. I think this is right. Okay, I think that's it. I hope that's right. Uh, yeah, the night bot got me. There we go. Thank you, Mikey. I just, I'm so, I don't know. I'm actually kind of scared right now, sitting out here by myself. You know. Yeah, Papa Giorgio, I understand that, but I just took a $300 a month cut in my income, so I'm back down to $800 a month, and after I pay all my bills each month, I have about 35, $40. I kid you not. That's what I live on. That's just the way it is. Back in 2010, when I got sick and had to have all my surgeries, any money I had put away for retirement went out the window. It was like, bye bye. We're taking your IRA. We're taking everything. So it's very rare that I would have $150 to give to AAA. And and even if I did, that's not going to help the situation right this minute. I will tell you, however, I will never, ever, ever. Yes, I am having to pay $150 to tow the car, but this guy is a friend of my mechanics. If he was not, it would be 4 or 500. But the fact of the matter remains, I don't have $150. I'm paying this guy a little bit at a time and taking some of it out of the money that Muscle Shell gave me. If Muscle Shell had not given me that money, my car would be dropped off 15 miles up the road here at some place I don't know. That's just the way it is. I'm not going to sit here right now and argue about it with you, Papa Giorgio. I'm not, because I'm not in the freaking mood. I came real flipping close to dying about an hour ago. I'm not going to sit here and argue about 150 bucks and whether AAA would be a better thing for me to do right now. Right now, AAA don't mean shit. It's not going to help me. I'm just real happy that I had all those years of race car driving experience, or I would be freaking dead. The state patrol guy was about 4 cars back from me when it happened, and he even came up and said, "Man, you just did a hell of a job driving." He was so impressed when he came up and realized it was some old lady and that I did that. Uh, okay, Victoria, you done your homework. So they do cover City of Galax. Great. I will check into that. Thank you. Usually, most of the stuff covers Grayson and Carroll, but it doesn't cover the city that is like wedged in between the two. So, no, but yeah, thank you. That is very helpful. It's that's very very helpful. In most of the time, uh, Carroll County and Grayson County will be covered, but the city isn't. I don't know why that is, but a lot of the programs are that way here. And I guess it's because the city, when they made themselves independent from the counties, I guess that uh, disqualified them from some funds. I don't really understand this independent city thing. And the reason I have my mask on, guys, is purely vanity. When I was at the doctor, they made me take my dentures out, and so I don't have my teeth in right now, and it's really ugly. It's a vanity issue, but yeah, but I am going to have a car. The transit system that we have in this area will not get me to the medical facilities that I need to get to. So that's going to be an issue. And I'm heartbroken. I love this little car. I do. I've had this car for, oh, I think I got it in 2017. And I love this little car, and I am heartbroken because it runs great. But there's something not right in the suspension that I have had this happen. Now, the last time the tire didn't come off like it did this time, it just locked up. And I spent a couple grand trying to get it, getting it fixed. It was supposed to be fixed. But here we are 2 years later, same deal. So, anyway, yeah, I'm just stranded out here right now waiting for this guy to show up. And so while I was there in town, I looked. I'm at 18% and I have it plugged into the charger. I mean, we're not going to be driving the car anymore, so it doesn't really matter if I run the battery down or not. Brand new battery. Y'all might remember, I just got the battery a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, my phone's plugged into the charger. I'm actually surprised that I'm able to live stream from where I'm at. Uh, I'm sitting here on the side of the road with my flashers on and hoping somebody comes and gets me soon because it's kind of scary out here for me. I'm sitting on the side of the road and anybody could misjudge and smack the crap out of me. So, but, at first it felt like I had a flat tire, but it wasn't a flat tire. It just something broke in the front suspension and ripped the entire tire and wheel off the car. So I don't know what's going to happen next, but uh, yeah. Anyway, here I am. Uh, the police officer most certainly did too leave me. He absolutely did. He came by, he checked to make sure I was off the side of the road. He made sure that I had somebody coming to tow me, and then he left because there's a wreck involving a semi somewhere up the road a ways. So he left. Wouldn't do any good to report him. Things don't work the same in rural Virginia as they do other places. They just don't. I mean, this is like living in the dark ages. My car doors are locked. I do have 3/4 of a tank of gas. I also have my trusty fleece lined hoodie. Um, I don't know what else I got in here. I have plenty. I have food in here. Well, maybe where you live, Mr. Detectorist, but they did not do that here. I am on Interstate 81 in Pulaski, Virginia. Just in case you want to know where I'm at. And there is no officer here with me. I'm just sitting on the side of the road with my flashers on. And believe me, this is a moving road. This is the interstate. So, my concern now is how am I gonna get to my medical appointments? This was not exactly the birthday gift I had in mind. Yeah, my birthday's March 3rd. This is not good. So anyway, I didn't do my show last night. I'll go on a lighter note here. I didn't do my show last night because I went metal detecting yesterday with a couple of detectorists that I met since I moved up here. And because I had been sick for 3 weeks, I didn't realize how out of shape I was. And I felt really good when I was out there detecting. But then I came home and I sat down and ate. And as soon as I ate, I couldn't get out of my chair anymore. I was just, all of a sudden, the exhaustion hit me and I was just beat. So I came on last night and told everybody, hey, I'm not doing my show. And about 7:30, I went to bed and I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. So yeah, I was tired. And I keep looking around. I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know if you can see what's going on across from me or not, but let me see if I can turn the camera that way. Anyway, the lanes going the other way are bumper to bumper backed up. It's crazy. And it's been that way. Whoops. It's been that way all day because there's construction over there. Wow. Anyway, it's bumper to bumper coming from the other way. It's not so bad here, but I don't know how this guy is going to get here. and get me hooked up and get me the heck out of here. But oh, I'm back. I'm back. Excuse me. I guess it's dark enough now. I can take my. Yeah, there I am. I had a little. I was going to try to show you the traffic going the other way. It's bumper to bumper, but I can't remember how to flip the camera around doing this on my phone. Oh no, I know he's on his way, Mud Swat. It's just the traffic coming from the other direction, which what he's going to have to do is come from that way and go up past me and get off and then come back up to where I am. And the traffic is unbelievable. It is because there's construction. Uh, it is bumper to bumper going that way. Yeah, let me see if I can flip this to the back camera so you can see. Now you're looking at the opposite traffic. And as you can see, bumper to bumper to bumper over there. So the guy is having to come from that way, go past me, and then get off at the next exit, which is Dublin, and then turn around and come back this direction. So he is no doubt in that bumper to bumper line of cars and trucks you're seeing over on the other side. Now, there's not that many cars going by me going this way, but the direction he's coming from, it is bumper to bumper to bumper. So that's the holdup. So it's not, he has not found me. He just has not had time to work his way through that. I mean, he's coming about 65 miles. So, it's not a. I've, yeah, he probably is going about 10 miles an hour. You're right. That's exactly right. Because of how backed up that traffic is, he is probably going about 10 miles an hour. Because when I came up here to go to the doctor today, this stretch here, I actually looked down at my speedometer 2 or 3 times and I was going about 8 miles an hour. It is insane. So, so here I am out here in the dark. I wish I had a spoon because I have some yogurt, but I don't have a spoon. Oh, I'm glad I have food. Yeah, if he's not here by about 7:30, then I will call him again. But I know how this traffic is. I drove it earlier, so. But at any rate, I'm really unhappy that it's bad enough that it broke, but to add the insult to injury, we can't find the wheel and tire, and that tire is less than, let me see, they put those on in July. I got a brand new set of Michelins all the way around my car in July. So that was pretty much a new tire, you know. So even if they can fix the front suspension, I got to buy another tire. I got to buy another wheel. Yeah, yeah, it's bad. Oh, ow, oh, ow. My hand is cramping up. So anyway, I'm out here, and like I said, the main reason that I'm sitting here just rattling off to you guys is that I'm kind of scared. I'll be the first to admit I'm afraid. I am, yeah, I don't like being in this position where I'm just sitting on the side of the road and any idiot could come around the curb and run over me. So, anyway, um, tomorrow I am probably going to make a GoFundMe to try to get a car or fix this one. I don't know. I'll have to see what the mechanic says. But either way, it's not going to be cheap. And I don't have the money. So, but because I've got all these medical appointments, I have to have a car. It's not something that's negotiable because most of the specialists that I need are not anywhere close to where I live. I have to go. Well, like I said, I went to Blacksburg today. The round trip was 132 miles round trip for medical care. Um, Probably Sunday, I am going to do a kind of a fundraising sale on my jewelry channel. See if I can raise a little money that way. I haven't done anything with that channel for a while. And I need to, but I haven't. So do that, and then after that, I don't know. I may have to go through my. I can pretty much see that my coin collection, other than my individual little books, all the other things are probably going to have to go. Uh, I've got a few silver rounds and some foreign silver. Yeah, well, I may have to do that too, Mud Sweat. I'm at this point. I don't know where exactly I'm at, except that I know I have to have either this car is going to have to be repaired, or I'm going to have to get another one, and it's going to have to happen pretty quick because my medical conditions are such that they require a lot of monitoring and testing and here's the thing, Marty. Everybody told me when I got this car, they said it was a turd. I paid $1,300 for this car back in 2017, and I have. Let me see. It had 200,000 miles on it, I think, when I got it. And now it has 246,000. So I have put about 46,000 miles on it in the time that I've owned it. I drove it from Michigan to Iowa twice. I drove it when I moved to Georgia. I towed it down there, but I drove it all over Georgia. Uh, I drove it to Florida from Georgia probably 10 times. Uh, it, it runs really good. Unfortunately, it's the suspension and things are just wearing out. I mean, it's old. It's a 2005. Uh, but like I said, I am gonna have to somehow raise the money to get another vehicle because I can't, one of the problems, my insurance will provide transport to some of my places, but the problem is like the long trips like this one, um, you have to ride with other people, and I'm high risk, so I don't want to ride with a bunch of COVID people. And also, because of my digestive issues, if I need to stop to go to a restroom, I need to stop to go to a restroom, and those transports will not stop. They will actually let you just sit there and soil yourself. They will not stop. It is a 2005 Chevy Malibu Max. They only made the Max for about 5 years. And it's basically a Malibu with a hatchback. And it is the coolest freaking car. I love this car. I can load so much stuff in it, and I just love this car. They don't make them anymore. So, but yeah, I really do like my car. I'm gonna be heartbroken to let it go, but then again, I was heartbroken to let my Mustang go. I'm always heartbroken to let my cars go. I've only had one that was just a total piece of crap, and I didn't care if I let it go. I'd have pushed that one into a lake or something to get rid of it. But nah, this car, I guess I have some sentimentality attached to it because uh, my rock star buddy question mark has ridden in this car many times. My now deceased friend, racing buddy Tom White, has ridden in this car many times. A lot of good memories in this car. Man, I wish this guy would get here though. Aw. So anyway, what I would, I've been kind of looking at for a couple of years is, I forgot the name of it. Of course, I can't remember anything. Try. Uh, there's a Toyota. I can't remember. I think it's called a Sienna. Yeah, a Toyota Sienna. I was kind of looking at getting a Toyota Sienna van because they apparently last forever and ever. And converting it into kind of like a little mini camper, so that when I want to go metal detecting and stuff, if I don't feel good, I can just curl up in the back and go to sleep for a little bit. And, I can still haul all of my stuff for the farmers market. Oh yeah, that cop left me here, and he said, "Oh, we'll drive back by and check on you." Haven't seen him since. Yeah, one of my friends had a Toyota Sienna van, and I really liked it. And I would like to find one of those, maybe. If I'm gonna have to let go of this, whatever I get has to have some room to haul things, because I am a vendor at our local farmers market, and I have to haul stuff. I just have to haul stuff. Yeah, I was surprised that cop. There were two of them here when it first happened, and one of them left right away, and the other one stayed uh maybe 10 minutes, long enough to see that I had my insurance card in my hand and I was calling for the wrecker. And then he took my driver's license and went and checked my driver's license. And then he came back, and yeah, that was the end of it. And then they left me sitting here on the side of the road. and it ain't fun. And the temperature is dropping rapidly. By the way, when I first broke down out here, it was 54, something like that, and now it's 41. So, yeah, yeehaw. Right up the street, the next town that I'm closest to is Pulaski, and the temperature it says is 50, but it's dropping rapidly because starting about 1 a.m., oh, it's going to start snowing out here. So I certainly hope that they come and get me before then. Because, yep, this is not a good thing. Okay, I think I'm out here. I'll be back in a minute. The traffic is completely stopped on the other side now in both lanes. Um, I think I'm gonna get off of here, and if they still haven't shown up in about another hour or so, I'll come back on and let y'all know what's going on. But I need to put my jacket on and stuff. I'm starting to get cold. So, if anybody wants to try to do something nice to help me out, you can PayPal me or go maybe find somebody to organize some kind of collection or auction or something, because yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble now. This isn't something I can just go down to the car wash and pull some quarters out for. I'm in deep doo doo. It's bad. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me while I sit out here in the dark. Um, Hopefully the wrecker will be here soon. Uh, like I said, I'm gonna put my jacket on. Actually, I might turn the engine on for a few minutes and see if I can warm the car up. It's, it's getting a little cold. All right, everybody. I'll let you know what's happening when I know what's happening. But thank y'all very much. I'll see you later. Bye.